Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Igama lami nguNtando Mdletshe, and on this channel siyasifuna iy'ncwadi ey'bhalwe ngolimi lwethu, siphinde futhi sibuka ama-reality shows ethu ala eMzansi, bese siza lana sizoxoxa ngazo iy'ncwadi esisuke siy'fundile, siphinde futhi sidiscusse ama-reality shows lawa esisuke siwabukile. I did a video earlier on about Makhumalo. Unfortunately, I had sound issues that I only identified saying I uploaded the video, and so I decided to see the video yakhona ngiyisaving or private for now and redo it because I've tried everything to fix that sound and it just wouldn't it wouldn't work. So I'm hoping this one would work out. But I wanted to give you guys that video. I liked it so much. I thought, okay, fine, let me get my energy back and redo the video. Poster foods. So the other one will be private because I still am proud of that work. For some reason, Mina, I can hear it, but they can't hear very clearly. So I wanted to talk about Makhumalo. As you know, because we do uthando nesithembu as part of our shows esikhuluma ngawo kule channel, what it's reality shows, and I wanted to focus on uMakhumalo namhlanje. And uMakhumalo, just to give a little bit of background, uMakhumalo is a third wife kaMusa Mselegu, and according to Mselegu, uMakhumalo is the youngest of all of the wives. Over 1989, which is Izolo. She's very young, shame. And she behaves like she's young, value compared to the other wives. So I do understand that. But uzalwa umachiliza benobaba Khumalo. Ubaba Khumalo-ke siyazi ukuthi kukhulunyiwe kakhulu ngaye laphayana kwi-show. In fact, I feel like Ubaba Khumalo should be paid. Magic, uMzansi Magic should pay Ubaba Khumalo because Ubaba Khumalo is like a character. He's a silent cast member. Yothando nesithembu. He has a storyline and yet he's not even part of the show. We wish ukuthi one day siyomitha-ke Ubaba Khumalo. I-reason yokuthi ngithi ngizokwenza i-video about uMakhumalo is that a lot of people, when they make comments about the wives, who's nicer, who's rude, who's what, they always say ukuthi uMakhumalo is the nicest of them all, and that has made it to be one of the favorites out of all of the wives. Abantu bayamthanda kakhulu, and vele uyilowo muntu leyo, if there is an issue to resolve, she's going to be the one that's going to make attempts to resolve the issue. She likes talking things out. She will say herself that she doesn't like taking things personally. And and mina nginokufeel ukuthi yes, she's nice, and I like ukuthi she's nice. I like ukuthi uyathanda ukuresolve ama-issue, kodwa sometimes nginokufeel ukuthi she's not real. Like amukho umuntu ongadinwa at all. You know, umuntu ongeve ngadinwa, ongeve ngacasuka, ongeve nganxaphela muntu, ongeve ngasho anything bad, anything negative about anybody. Sometimes uyadinwa nje and say something ngomunye umuntu, but ngiye ngisho ukuthi I wonder ukuthi the real ngibuye ngithi umacele ave ngibaphambanisa benoMakhumalo. Ngibuye ngithi when are we going to meet the real Makhumalo? But then maybe it is the real her. And one of the things that ezenzekayo, because she is that person, is that it's very easy for everybody to sort of abuse ubunice bakhe, let me say, because vele uzoba njalo uzoba understanding, and if you apologize, she's going to accept your apology. Even if you don't apologize, uyadlulisa nje. The next time simbona, she's going to be fine, even though you've said in the road again. And I feel like because of that, she takes a lot of hits from the show, from the cast members, from even the crew. And I will point out certain things to show what I'm saying when I say she has taken a lot of emotional abuse, if I may say so. And I wonder and how long is it going to be, and how long, when is she going to say, you know what, enough is enough, I've had it. And this has happened even from earlier seasons. There's always that scene where everything is going to be about people being insensitive towards Makhumalo. Also, On top of that, she is dealing with a issue of not being able to have abantwana, and she wanted to have kids. Initially, meqala show I thought ukuthi because she's young, maybe vele akakafiki ukuthi abe nabantwana, but yeah, they've expressed on the show because they've tried to have kids and bangabana, it's a very painful issue yakhe. And you find ukuthi kunabantu khona la, cast members and her family members and even crew that are very insensitive to issue kaMakhumalo yokuthi abantwana akabatholi. And that's why I say ukuthi I wonder ukuthi when is she going to say enough is enough, because if we can see it and feel it thina as viewers, I'm sure naye she can feel it. One of the things that I wanted to point out, if you want to get just a bit of background, so you can see, and I'm not talking about into, go and watch a clip ebizwa ngokuthi Clash of the Wives, which was in season 1, when amakhosikazi had held a meeting which was supposed to be them behlanganisa izinto ukuthi igrosa kufanele yenziwe kanjani, kube kufanele kwenziwe kanjani, makunama-functions, makunani, which ended up being a meeting about Makhumalo and everyone complaining about what Makhumalo was doing. And one of the things that Umayeni said was, uMakhumalo uyathanda uku-acta as if she is the only wife of Umseleku. And Makhumalo worked very hard in that conversation to try and understand what they meant. And uMacele seems to be on the side of Umayeni. Yeni, funny enough, Umayeni benoMacele don't really get along, but that day they got along to gang up on Makhumalo, or it looked that way to me as a viewer. It was a very uncomfortable scene to watch. And one of the things I picked up kuleya meeting was that, remember ukuthi uma beqala season 1 ukuthi uMakhumalo benoMangwabe, njengoba ngike ngamention ukuthi babe-introduce as friends. And at that time besingakazi ukuthi kune-tension ekhona between uMangwabe noMakhumalo, bebesa-acta as if bayazwana. So but at that time, even Umangwabe didn't stand up for Makhumalo, even to defend her. She just sat there quietly, even to defend her and say, guys, if Usenzo attack her nonke at the same time, maybe we should handle this differently. She didn't say anything, which made me feel like Umangwabe ngathi lento issue abantu, because abantu have come to my comment bathi, I know that labantu bebengibona bangani, they were not really friends. It was just that they were dating the same guy. So now it made me feel like I maybe abantu baqinisile vele because these two were not friends. But the way that I'm looking at it, mina manje, I feel like uMangwabe used friendship yakhe noMakhumalo to make her things easy, her transition to the Mseleku family easy. She used that friendship, because there is an episode where they ask all of the wives, how is it like when a new wife comes into the family? And uMacele, uLokhuzana, uMayeni kanye noMakhumalo, they all said it's not easy when a new person comes into the family, because you've already settled it and you've already accepted abantu abakhona with family. So when you have a new wife come in, it's very challenging. It's very challenging, especially Mayeni will say that. And then they asked uMangwabe, how was your transition into the Mseleku family? Given ukuthi sekunabokhosikazi abawu-2 about-3 asebekhona already. And uMangwabe was like, she was the one that was like, no, mina, my transition was very easy. Yes, uLokhuzana uMayeni waqala wangangi-accepta, but and remember ukuthi mina bese nginomngani ngaphakathi. I had someone on the inside. So my journey to transition and join the family was very easy. That was her response. So I felt like having had Umakhumalo help her with that, because she was her friend. She wasn't loyal to her. In that meeting, she showed that she wasn't loyal to Umakhumalo. So khona othena in my comments ukuthi mina nginokusho izinto ezingekho, when I said ukuthi maybe there were other incidences esingawazi when it comes to i-conflict between uMakhumalo noMangwabe. That's a possible one, ukuthi mhlawumbe uMakhumalo does feel ukuthi she was used by uMangwabe to get into the family. When she was in the family, she seems to take the side of the other wives more than she takes a side. And that makes everybody feel like that friendship was fake, really, in the first place. So that scene was very uncomfortable for uLokhuzana uMakhumalo. And she even said in the interview, because you know what, I'm somebody that doesn't take his interpersonal, but this was too much for me after they had that meeting. We also see laphayana umkhwena wakhe naye attack her when they last season when they're going to outing, she's dressed very nicely in her leggings. Waze wabhinca ngisho ijacket to make sure ukuthi izinqa zakhe azikhombiswa and what. It's not a problem what the husband can say, I'm not comfortable with what you're wearing, if that's how you do what you do with relationship in. But he did it in front of the other wives, he did it in front of the kids, he did it in front of the cameras. He could have just let it go because it was only family at that time. He could have just let it go and then later on spoke about it with her privately, but he didn't. And uMakhona is the only wife umsele anesibindi sokuthi avele amshout in front of everybody. And uMakhumalo has said twice, she has said ukuthi kaMseleki ushawa edonsayo. Lokho kusho ukuthi iy'nkabi mazilima ukuthi inkabi esebenza more than ezinye iy'nkabi iyona ishawa kakhulu. She said that ukuthi kaMseleki ukushawa edonsayo. And because even kuleya meeting ababenayo, she was saying ukuthi i-reason benenkinga naye is because umseleki unokucela ukuthi kwenziwe izinto ey'thile bangafuni ukuzenza bona bese yena eyazenza and then bese beba against yena ukuthi uyenzileni. It's like mabenqaba bona ukwenza into naye fanele anqabe ukuthi asize umyeni wakhe. So she meant that ukuthi because she does those things, she gets attacked for them. So even umyeni wakhe has attacked her in front of everybody. Remember, she ended up not even going on that trip wangena emotweni wahamba because she was hurt. And then on top of that, there is ilokhuzana. We won last season when Selek was talking about taking wife number 5, and uMayeni had said ukuthi she will leave uma ngabe uMselek ethatha omunye unkosikazi. And ulokhuzana they had arranged uMakhumalo noMayeni to meet, and I don't know if they were having coffee or they were having lunch, and bekhuluma ngayo leyo nto. Ipoint kaMakhumalo was ukuthi guys, as much as sifuna ukuyiziba indaba yokuthi uMseleki wants to take another wife, sifuna ukuyi-ignore, it's going to happen because if he wants to take another wife, he's going to take another. Rather, let's have a plan that we put down ukuthi okay, if ezothatha unkosikazi, these are the things that this is the way esifisa ukuthi kwenzeke ngayo. And uMayeni was like, mina angifune lutho njena, mina ngiyahamba ngizothatha iy'ngane zami ngihambe. Senosala-ke nina nimzalele iy'ngane zakhe lezi ay'funayo eziwu-20. uMayeni said that knowing ukuthi uMakhumalo akazali, akakwazi ukuzala ingane and akanazo ingane and unenkinga yokuzala. So now, I mean, I remember feeling like, hayi uMayeni urude, man. Even last season I felt that I was like, urude, how can you say that to someone you know ukuthi unenkinga yokuzala? Wathi nosala nina nimzalele-ke. Zonke nje lezo zinto, I could have lost it mina if it was me umuntu esho kanjalo when I was struggling ukuthi ngithole ingane. On top of that futhi uMayeni 2 episodes ago when they were on a trip, she refused to acknowledge ukuthi uMakhumalo takes her child to school and bring her back. Yabo makuthiwa uMakhumalo ulunge kakhulu, mina Monday if that trip was on a Saturday, Monday beke ngiyithathe ingane yakhe. Bengizoyishiya ingane yakhe. Bengizoyishiya leyo ngane leyo. She flat refused to acknowledge ukuthi there's no way ukuthi uMakhumalo uthatha ingane kaMayeni, uMayeni akazi ukuthi uMakhumalo uyayithatha ingane yakhe to go to school. There is no way. Ucathi ingane yakhe ihamba nobani on Monday, ucathi ibuya nobani on Thursday or Friday. So umuntu, because we didn't want to give uMakhumalo a rose, she rather aligcine irose because she didn't want to ukuthi anike umuntu ukuthi yes, the last person to help me to take my child to school nangu uMakhumalo. And uMakhumalo was there smiling afterwards. How is that possible, guys? When I say ukuthi, even though I like uMakhumalo and I like ukuthi nice, but sometimes I feel like she's not real naye about her feelings ngezinto ezenziwayo la kuyena. And then futhi-ke elokhuzeni, phezu kwaloko futhi guys, I feel like ishow nayo has showed insensitivity towards i-issue yakhe yokungayitholi ingane. Yabona leya game that they were playing yama-cards, they wanted us to believe ukuthi leya game was planned by uMangwabe, but it wasn't. In fact, kwi-interview, there's something that she says, uMakhumalo, ukuthi I don't have the exact words. She says, indicates ukuthi these were questions, the production vele. uyasho ukuthi lama-questions ngathi lama-questions enu ebengafanele iqondane nami. So I think kube yiphutha ukuthi ize kumina uthe ama-questions enu, if I'm not mistaken, which indicated to me ukuthi bekuyigame ye-production le. And then it would be better if bekuyinto ekwi-ball and everyone would put isandla athi kona and take a question. It was like it was a stack of cards, and it was almost planned ukuthi izothathwa uMangwabi, ithathwe uMayeni, ithathwe uMacele, ithathwe. So every question ebuyibuza ubuyibona ukuthi iqondiswe kulowo muntu lowo. Vele it can only be a question for that person. So basically i-production had planned for that question to go to Lokhuzana, to go to Makhumalo. How insensitive is that? How insensitive is that? Even if they had put that question ngephutha, ngoba it was a question about having kids or not having kids anymore. Even they had put it ngephutha, couldn't they cut that, give her another question and cut that scene out of Ilokhuzana? I feel like I know these people are foul. Yo, and for her to just be like, I know, I'm sure it wasn't meant for me, so I won't take it personal. It's fine. So these are all of the things that I feel ukuthi uMakhumalo uthola zonke iy'paxu zaleya family, everyone okwazi ukuthi a-take it. Remember even lona uMayeni waShady laphayana behamba beya kwi-trip uthi, mina ngibona nje umuntu ebheke lena with iy'nwele zomlungu, ngithi umlungu qamba amanga umuntu edelela. Unamanga Mayeni, she could see ukuthi nje ubulona uMakhumalo loyana, and she's like, oh, mina bengithi nje umlungu, you know, and things like that. She doesn't say it about the other wives. For some reason, she always finds a way ukuthi attack uMakhumalo. I feel like she has taken a lot from this family. I'm waiting for a day when she's gonna uzobatshela ngalo where they need to get off, because I've heard it. I mean, I'm not Makhumalo, but I've already heard it. Sengifuna ukubageva already. On top of that, she's gonna have to deal with indoda ethi ifuna ukuthatha usisi wakhe noma ubani, because she can't have kids. It's like she needs to be reminded all the time that she can't have kids when le ndoda le already has ingane eziwu-10, but still ifuna ukuloko imkhumbuzile, because everything eyenzayo it's in the name of I want kids, I want kids, I want kids. When you know what your wife has in Lokhuzana, but nobody is sensitive to that. So I want ukuthi ijeni kaMakhumalo izophela kanjani if amasizini asazoqhubeka abe maningi and azibambe kanjena, and not lose it and not show us her true feelings about how her family treats her and how the production has dealt with the issue yakhe yokungakwazi ukuba nabantwana. Hayi cha, uyobe strong shame. But I'm waiting. Mina, I feel like I'm waiting to meet the real Makhumalo one day, because nobody can take so much abuse and still be as nice as she is. So yes, thank you so much ukuthi niwabuke ama-videos ami. Ngiyaxolisa kakhulu nge-video earlier on, but you know, things happen. I think we're done with reality shows today. I'll see you guys at the end of the week. Sesabukile ama-episode amasha, bese ngiyanika ama-reviews if there are other ideas I come up with when it comes to ama-video, then niyobona ngawo ama-video. Now kusasa ngiqala nabantu bami iskim sami sencane. Lalelani guys, I feel like I have two kids. I have kids ama-reality shows, and then I have kids zey'ncwadi. I need these kids to play together, you know. Ngicela ama-views ami ezincwadi afane nama-views ami ama-reality TV. Play together, kids. Let's eat together. Let's play together. Watch all of the videos, not some videos. Thank you so much for watching my video. Ningakhohlwa ukuyishare with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. And if ukuthi uyayithanda i-content yami, ungakhohlwa ukusubscribe below. Thank you so much.